what we just found. This here is so cool because, like you guys have all heard of, there's these like self-driving cars and everything. This is the autonomous bus. This bus drives without a driver and it kind of goes around. So it's like the very first one in Switzerland here in Sion. There you have it. Let's check it out inside. Like this, like it's just seats. It's a bus. You can go inside of it.
We're not gonna go anywhere. Come in and see
What if it's gonna take off without me? Bye, Julia. See you later.
It's super hot in here.
Super hot. Okay, what are people leave their purses and their phones just in here, and only in Switzerland would you see people's purses, phones.
Wait, we're not allowed to be in here. Is this like a tour bus?
No, we're not sure what this is, but
We just make the car go in and over. Right?
So there's no driver, eh?
it's so cool. So what, you like plug in where you want to go and it just goes, or what?
So this means this bus is reserved to this person who got it, because if they would leave their stuff. Because how do you know that?
I don't know. I think it's just they're in Switzerland, and so there's like this trust thing going on, and there's like a video camera on it, so it shows video. But how cool is that? A self-driving bus. I've never ever seen one before.
Shut the doors.
Shut the door. There you go. Look at that. All right, so we are on this driverless bus. The doors are closing.
Where are you guys from?
Canada.
So good. Welcome.
Thank you. And it's gonna. Oh, that's the remote. Moi, je pensais qu'il y avait des jeux.
Ça, c'est
Non, non.
après le travail, c'est après le service.
Après le service, ça devient. Oui.
On est des accros.
Arrête, moi depuis que je travaille ici, je joue beaucoup moins à la play.
Heureusement, tu joues toute la journée à la Xbox.
C'est-
J'ai plus envie de jouer quand je arrive à la maison.
Tu passes ta journée à jouer à la Xbox. T'as plus
Mais
envie.
donc en fait, il y a quand même un conducteur,
Oui, un accompagnateur.
un accompagnateur.
On a déplacé le panneau là. On a déplacé celui-là. Bah, tu vois, ça continue. Donc c'est.
Ça bug.
Ouais. Ça
Oh,
continue.
that feels good. The air coming in.
T'arrives à y passer?
Je crois pas. Ah,
Ah oui.
si. Ah bah oui, c'est pas ça.
Donc en fait, est-ce que vous êtes en train de tester c'est assez nouveau, non?
Oui, ça fait une année que c'est installé, mais
Une année.
on a des petits bugs informatiques qui viennent et puis on est en train de voir si on arrive à les résoudre. Donc là, tout le monde suit. Il faut essayer sur le tour prochain.
Slows down for the people. Sees if there's people there.
It's hot, hein?
Yeah, it's very hot. We're like
Canada is not hot like that.
maybe for 1
It's
week.
terrible.
This is like really hot.
I have my mother-in-law from Georgia, United States.
Oh yeah. Oh,
And
Georgia's
I was
really
talking
humid.
yesterday with her. We was on the balcony, it was nice and fresh, moonshine.
Wow.
And she was like, what's the temperature today? I was like, it's 110. Yesterday was like, no, before yesterday was like 110, 120 almost inside.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
It's crazy.
Need lots of water. So now we're going down this tiny little street, and it knows not to bang into the walls.
And it's not gonna touch, it's
Nothing.
not gonna scratch.
No, it's
Is this the same system that Google uses for their cars?
No, it's not the same thing.
Okay.
No, Google is private car, this is public transportation vehicle.
Okay.
It's not the same thing. Tu veux faire toi?
Oui, laisse-moi juste ce qu'il sort.
Okay, and the fourth one is in France, because we have car postal Switzerland and we have car postal France, and we're sharing with France.
no, that's
But it's the same vehicle, but just the colors is different. Otherwise,
it's the
the
same.
main thing is the same.
So
We have 3 kids and we keep saying maybe they won't need a driver's license.
No, you still need it.
So we-
Right now, by the law, we have to be inside. So
But do you think in the future, like 10 years from now, people will still drive cars? Or do you
well,
think-
I'm not the right guy to answer you that question. But from my personal view, in like maybe 2 years, 2-3 years, you're not gonna having any more human being inside the shuttles.
it's amazing.
It's amazing, for sure.
The thing is this, because in 1948, at the Vienna Convention and the Geneva Convention at the UN in Geneva, they decided to put a law because there was nothing about future technology. So what they did, they said, okay, we're gonna put a minimum. So they said, okay, we're gonna put the law saying that no vehicle, no self-driving vehicle will be allowed to go by himself.
Okay.
So what we did, first auto, we went to the UN this year for 3 days. We showed them that it's possible. The vehicle is working, and in airport they already started to do some change.
Really?
Yeah. So it's coming, you know, but it's gonna take time.
I'm sure it's a lot safer than actually having a driver.
Yes.
in the end.
The way the computer is driving, because it's a computer's driving,
Yeah.
is more sensible than a human being.
Exactly. Yeah.
If you try to do the same thing, then the computer is difficult. It's not impossible, but it's difficult. Et on s'arrête vite à la fontaine, ça je m'en fous.
Oui.
Il y a déjà un véhicule là-bas. This vehicle can only make electrical cars. And this year we have a law that passed from the government. They're saying no AI, intelligence artificial, will be allowed to be installed on robots in Switzerland. So
No AI?
no,
Why?
we do not have the control yet. I mean, it's for sure it's nice, it's something good, but we don't have enough control to be able to say, okay, we can install this thing with robots, like per se. I don't know.
It's like what happened with Facebook last week or something. They said the robots created their own language, and so they shut it down because they couldn't understand the robots.
Are you
See?
serious?
Yeah.
You see?
No way.
Yeah.
It's completely no way. I mean, it's you know.
So it's like the
With
movies?
AI,
You
yeah.
think it's like the movies, like where people...
Yeah, I mean that's why the Switzerland they say no,
The
we
Swiss
cannot
are very...
put this thing on robots,
Wow.
and this is mainly
This is
the
a robot.
robots.
Because then they have a mind of their own.
Yeah, this thing is working basically with map algorithm.
Okay.
That's it. And later on, we're gonna have a track who's gonna go from this train station and we're gonna come back on this track. So it's gonna be bigger,
Uh-huh.
but still no AI, only algorithm, because he's gonna be able to go around obstacles or just pass the obstacles, read the road signs, and
It'll be able to read the signs.
lights, traffic lights.
Okay.
All this with the cameras in front. You have one camera that's sending the information via stereo vision
Uh-huh.
to the computer. It's like 20 information per second, like 1,200 information per minute.
It's really cool. And have a little
These
stuff.
would be good at Disney World.
Okay, now we have the breeze. This is nice.
So basically, the way it's working, we have a 3D map, okay, and we have all the tools on board of the vehicle. So everything is on board. We don't have something on the ground or sensors outside the city. Everything is on board.
Okay.
So you have the lidars. There's a run thing is the same thing on the front. Sensors and sensors on the side.
So these are the sensors right here, these little
Those
things
ones
here?
are the sensors right here.
Okay.
Lidars on the top,
Uh-huh.
sensors on the side.
Okay.
And we're going to talk about the front because that's the main thing, that's the main part, it's the most interesting part. So the lidars, each lidars can detect 360 degrees. Okay, it will send some light beam all the way up to 200 meters away,
Oh, wow.
but it will detect at 100 meters,
Okay.
halfway, efficiently. You know, that's for the map. And the sensors for the obstacles in front, they will send light beam up to 50 meters, but efficiently they will detect the obstacle already at 30 meters.
So when it goes a light beam, so let's say a light beam goes from the car to that post right there, let's say, and then it sends a signal back? Is that how it goes? Okay.
Yeah. So the front is only difference between the lidars and the sensors in front is the lidars, they work at 360 degrees angle.
Okay.
The sensors is 180.
Okay.
Okay, in front.
Very
So
cool.
basically, when you see this, okay, you three guys, you're walking in front of the shuttle in the same path, same direction. What's gonna happen if you stay in front of the path? the shuttle is not going to stop because you guys are there, but it's just going to slow down and then follow you at the same speed.
Really?
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
So it recognizes the speed at which you're moving.
You're just going to adapt. It's just going to slow down
Yeah.
and then follow you.
Okay.
As soon as you leave, you'll go back at this.
The faster
regular
speed. Or okay.
You know, the maximum speed down here. I know Canada is kilometers too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's down here for this track is 20 kilometers per hour. That's the pedestrian zone maximum speed.
Okay.
But from the manufacturer, you take it from the manufacturer, you can go up to 45 kilometers per hour.
Okay.
Yes,
So-
that's the maximum speed.
So who is the manufacturer? Is it you?
It's a French company.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys know about video games.
Not really, but
Well, it was Infogram. Infogram was a big company. It was making good video games, very known video games, and they closed down. And one of the directors decided to open Navia. That's the name. You can see it on the shuttle. That's Navia. They're
Navia.
based on Lyon.
so they're Swiss based, but they're a French company.
The car manufacturer is French.
Okay.
The project, self-driving vehicle, and the technology is Swiss.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We have some partners on the project, like EPFL in Lausanne.
Yeah. Okay.
That's where it all started.
Okay.
And now the only country is Switzerland and France so far, or is there other countries?
Right now, around the world, you have like 42 shuttles like this one.
Really?
Qatar, Dubai, in Singapore, Michigan, Massachusetts, MIT. I mean, pretty much around the world. For Navia, the main goal for this year is to have 100 shuttles around the world. But we, the first one, the car postal, the car postal company, in June 23rd last year, it was the first company worldwide to launch a self-driving vehicle,
Yeah.
public transportation, inside the city.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, urban place. Companies or government, actually it was private companies that was having interest in Switzerland for this type of shuttles. It was the Geneva airport.
Really?
And now they're talking about testing those shuttles on the tarmac for the employee first, and then it will be for the passengers from the plane to the terminal.
Okay.
Yeah. All the cities now around the world, they have big interest on it.
You seem to know like quite a bit of information. Are you like?
Yeah, I'm doing
are
my
you-
homework.
You do?
You know, I'm a landscaper, but you know, I stopped my job because back problem, and then I started this job, and I really like it, so I'm very involved on it.
You're very informed. Yeah.
Yeah. Right here, you're gonna have one interesting thing is there's an obstacle, but it's static. That means it don't move, but it's still gonna make trouble within the shuttle. It's the planes. The planes on both sides, they're growing, and the way they grow, they will come on the path of the shuttle and make the shuttle stop. And when you see the thickness of the branches, it's very teeny.
Very.
It's tiny. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not big, and it will still make the thing to stop. So that's one reason why my co-worker, she's driving the vehicle.
Oh, so you can take it over and kind of
Yeah,
still
we
drive.
can always take over. We can always stop the vehicle if we need it. If we think we have to stop it, we can always take control.
Okay. So
Yeah.
she's managing it with her little remote
Yeah.
control there. Gotcha. Thank you so much for the tour.
You're welcome.
There we go. That was the coolest tour ever of the self-driving car in Sion, Switzerland.